This is the LP640 Roadster project we're currently working on. Those aren't the wheels that are going to stay on the car, but for the sake of mock-up, we've got a set of Corvette Grand Sport wheels on there. And we're messing with the suspension, getting the right ride height. Obviously that's lower than we're going to want it to be when it's finished. But we're in the very early stages here of getting things mocked up and put together. The hood's not attached, that's just setting up on the car right now. We're about to start working the doors, getting the doors fitted. I'll try to get videos as I go. I know a lot of the beginners are having troubles with the doors. Very difficult part of building these cars is getting the hinges and latches and everything working correctly. I'll try to help you through it. I'll post videos and give advice as I go. A lot of this stuff's just setting on the car. The bat wings are not attached. The rear engine cover is not attached. The trunk's not attached. They're just sitting up on the car for now as we're getting things put together. We're going to do some exhaust testing today. You can see right there's a muffler sticking out of the back of the car. We just have it pieced together underneath, and then later on, if this is the configuration we decide to go with, we'll have to trim down some of the piping underneath. There's plenty of excess exhaust piping that we could trim down. We just, for now, are just mocking it up and clamping it together so you can hear it run. This is the Borla XR1, which is tucked in down below the engine, kind of in front of the engine cradle, and then it pipes out to the back where this Borla Boomer, they call that, will be mounted underneath. Those exhaust tips will be trimmed down. The whole muffler will sink in under the car, and then we'll have an oval shaped LP640 replica exhaust tip that hides everything. So for a 2.8 liter Fiero 1988 V6, I think we got a pretty good sound out of this, and I'm gonna fire it up and let you listen to it, and you can be the judge of how good it sounds for a kit car. I think this is a pretty good configuration, but I appreciate any feedback you want to send me on how this thing sounds for what it's got in it. I've been working on some exhaust stuff with the V8. Going to take a little break on that and do some testing on my V6 here. This is a LP640 Roadster replica we're working on. Just left the 2.8 Fiero V6 in it for now. We might end up changing that out with a V8 or 3800. We'll see. Kind of looks weird. It's got the muffler hanging out of the back end. We're going to have to trim up some of the piping and get it reconstructed, refitted, but it'll tuck underneath there when it's all said and done. Right now I'm just got it mocked up and put together so you can hear how it sounds. It's got the Borla XR1, which is mounted up under here inside the engine bay, and then under the trunk down in this area we'll have this Borla Boomer mounted up in there. There's lots of space, just excess pipe there that we didn't trim back yet, and this will tuck under there. We might have to cut the exhaust tips down a little bit. We'll have the oval shaped LP640 style exhaust tip, and then inside the fiberglass replica tip will be the two pipes coming out of the muffler, trimmed down probably to about 3 inches in length. But it'll have the same sound that you'll hear when I fire it up here. You'll get an idea how this sounds. In my opinion, it sounds pretty amazing for a 1988 2.8 liter V6 Fiero engine, but you'll be the judge after you listen to it. Alright, this is a quick look at the LP640 project we're currently working on. I'm going to fire it up and let you listen to the exhaust system we've got hooked up. Really just at the point of getting the doors put together. The trunk lid and bat wings and all that are just propped up on the car, just for the sake of the video here, but none of it's attached yet. So kind of the early stages of this job, but I'm already getting in the swing of testing some exhaust systems. I'm going to do a couple of muffler demonstrations. This is just a 2.8 liter V6. And we're going to see if we can make it sound like a Lambo with some different muffler ideas. So let me know what you think.